This is Dr. Ashok Bhattacharya coming to you from the Empathy Clinic here in Oakville. Today I'd like to talk about trust. Now there's two types of trust that I talk about. One is absolute trust, and the other one is functional trust. Now we have to know how to differentiate those two types of trust so that we can get along with each other and in a way get along with ourselves. So what's absolute trust? Absolute trust is when you put your complete and total self into the trust of somebody else. It's kind of like unconditional love. There's really no rules, no regulations, it just is. The problem with that, though, as we get older, is that we begin to learn, and we're certainly taught, to be a little bit more careful about absolute trust. That gives way to what I call functional trust. So functional trust is getting into a cab in another city and asking to be taken to a destination that you've never been before, and you trust that that driver will get you there in an expeditious and economical fashion. That's functional trust. Now, what is trust? Trust, I think, is the capacity to be reliable and responsible and predictable. So when somebody trusts us, they know that they can rely on us and that we'll do what we say we're going to do, and that generally over time, they know how we're going to behave towards them. That builds trust. The problem with trust, especially working on a reputation, for example, is it takes a long time to build and earn trust. And the other problem with trust is, of course, it doesn't take very long to lose that trust. So when you're trying to build up your trust, realize that for most of us, it's about functional trust rather than absolute trust. And that's okay. And as long as you're reliable and predictable, and you follow through with your promises, generally, that can work. Hope that helps. We'll see you next time.